and welcome back to my channel. So I have for you today a monthly favourites video, which I haven't done for a while. I basically have just picked a selection of different bits and pieces that I have enjoyed using or found helpful, useful, bits that I wanted to share really. It is a real mishmash. They're not connected in any way, are literally just things that I have enjoyed. So there's a mixture of toys, a couple of beauty bits, a book and a cleaning product. So I'll show you what I've chosen. So before I get going, I just wanted to say that none of these bits and pieces are for an ad. I haven't been asked to promote them, to show them or anything at all. They are literally just things that I've been using. The second thing I wanted to say is I really apologise for the lighting. I've been trying to film this video all day, but I've had a very clingy 18-month-old. She hasn't let me put her down, which is absolutely fine, so I've had to keep shunting the video onwards. And then we had a parents' evening as well for my older boy, and yeah, it's now, what is it, almost 8 o'clock. So yeah, there's no natural light or anything, so I just thought I'd apologise for the darkness of the video. Anyway, I'll start with the book I think today. So basically my New Year's resolution has been to read more. Like a lot of people these days, I do think I spend too much time on my phone, and I've realised that sometimes I'm going to bed and feeling a bit kind of jittery and just feeling like I've had too much screen time. So I've told myself that this year I'm going to definitely try and read more books. So it came at a good time because my mum and dad actually bought me the book that I'm about to show you, and although it wasn't a relaxing read particularly, it was absolutely lovely just to sit and read. I actually finished it in 2 days, finished it the day before yesterday, and it was really gripping. I'll show you what it is, and it is called An Unwanted Guest. So I'm guessing some of you have probably read this already. I never know how to say her name, Cherie Lapina? I don't know how I say it, but I've read The Couple Next Door, and I knew that I would like this one. I kept seeing it when I went shopping and actually never asked for it for Christmas. I always forget when people say, oh, what would you like? I can never ever remember. But my mum must have read my mind and she bought it for me and popped it in the little stocking that she still makes, bless her. And it was absolutely brilliant. A rough overview is basically that a group of strangers go and stay in a remote old-fashioned hotel, and yeah, they find a body and it basically goes from there. And I honestly couldn't put it down. I was saying to my husband, no, I need to go to bed, I need to finish it. And I read it in 2 days. I'm actually now gonna pass this one on to a friend of mine because I will either donate them to the charity shop, but I know that our local charity shops are having a real hard time to shift the number of books that are coming in. So I thought I'd just pop on Facebook offering it to any of my friends or people that are on there, and one of them came straight back and said, yes, please. So I'm going to drop that to her tomorrow. If you're after a read, I don't know, like obviously it doesn't suit everyone. It's a little bit of a jumpy one, but it was a really good read. I enjoyed it. Next thing I've got one of the children's Christmas presents from my brother. And I know I've kind of done a little bit of a present chat, but I totally forgot about that. And what it is a little LCD screen. And if you remember the old like Magna Doodles where you could practice writing and things when you were small, it's kind of similar to that. And I'm not sure you're going to see it particularly well in this light, but basically you write on it. So particularly for my son who's just turned 5, it's brilliant for him to kind of practice, like for instance, he can practice like the gripping of the pen and he can practice the writing. The only thing I would say is not particularly bright, but I don't want them really staring at a computer screen set up. This is just for when we go out and about, long car journeys, if we pop to restaurants and cafes and they're getting a bit antsy, particularly when we're going to hopefully go on holiday somewhere this year. And it is absolutely brilliant because he can practice his writing, his spellings and his drawing. And basically when you're done, you just press the button and it totally disappears back to black. So once you've had enough, you just press that and it goes back. You have to ignore the string. I actually just popped that on there because I know what he's like and I'm sure he's going to end up losing the little pen. So yeah, that's why I did it. And then you just switch it off when it's not in use so you can preserve the batteries. That was around about £15 and that came off of Amazon. They've each got one. Really been enjoying using those. Very lightweight, very slim, so you can pop them in the bag and take them out and about, and yeah, keeps them entertained. So that's the reason I popped that one on there. Next up is Dobble, which I'm sure so many of you have played, but we're late to the Dobble party. I got this one actually when we went off to Disneyland back in October and we needed kind of small lightweight games for the Eurostar. And I wasn't really sure about it, like I didn't really completely understand it, and I still don't think we've played all the games that are possible. But basically they're just picture cards. Like we've just played the simple game where they're just picture cards. You put 2 out. It's the first one to kind of spot the matching symbol is. So whatever card you pick, there's always one symbol that matches. We would both stare at that and say, the first one to notice the matching symbol, oh, it's the 4-leaf clover. And so it goes on. Every single time there is a symbol on there that matches. But the eyes played tricks, and yeah, it was a really good fun game, and they both enjoyed it. And actually it came out again at Christmas, and we were playing it with the family. And I just think it's a perfect little travel game. Again, that was a while back that I bought that. I have a feeling it was around about £7, £8, £9, something like that. So not extortionate. You know, it comes in a nice sturdy tin, and yeah, it will last years. So that's a good buy. Next up, a bit random, hope you don't mind. I was kind of umming and ahhing about whether to put these in. But these are little peg people. And obviously, like, I don't know, if you've got kids, you might have heard about Grimm's. They do peg people, like different rainbow wooden toys in particular. And to me, it's just a little bit too expensive to buy. So what I did was I just purchased these little peg dolls off of eBay. And these are like the standard ones. You can get ones which look more like dresses. And what I've done, there were actually 8, all different colours, but we've lost already, yeah, we've lost quite a few actually, the yellow, the orange, but anyway, basically, I just painted them with some Posca paint pens, the acrylic paint pens, and yeah, the kids have just been loving them. I did that a while back, and I was umming and ahhing whether to show you, because I don't, you know, like, I realised that I painted them. But what I'm actually showing is the peg doll themselves. If you've got children that love to play little, like, mummies and daddies, families, any games, like role play games, any games that involve little people, and they've done really well. Obviously they're faceless at the moment. I'm trying to pluck up the courage to kind of design a hairdo on them and a little face, but I am not the most artistic mum in the world. So to start with, I'm happy that they have just got different colours. I'm just looking over in the corner there, and I have no idea where the other 3 have gone that I painted. But yeah, these were really cheap. I think I got them for around about £3 or £4 for a pack of 12, and it just has saved such a lot of money. Kids have really been enjoying playing with them, so I thought I'd just pop those on there. Next up, I'll just show you a couple of the beauty bits that I use. First up is this Imperial Leather, and it's called Foam Burst. Now, I'm generally one that doesn't use a lot of perfume bath and shower bits, but I got this one in my little stocking, and honestly, it's absolutely brilliant. This is melon. You just put the smallest little burst on your hand, and in the water it just foams up, so you hardly use any. It just smells really nice, and I just thought they're a really decent thing to be able to take away on holiday, even just using at home. You just need the smallest amount, and it foams up beautifully, and you just feel lovely and clean and fresh. It's been really nice. And next up with the beauty are these Johnson's Makeup Be Gone, which I think I mentioned in my latest shopping haul. I absolutely love these. I realised that if there are any skincare gurus or experts watching this, and they're probably going, oh, you can't use face wipes to remove your makeup. And I do agree, it's probably not the best habit to have got into. But over Christmas, these ran out, and I used some really expensive cleanser and toner. My skin, terrible. I had a huge eruption of spots. Within a day of using these, everything had cleared up. They remove all of your makeup, all your waterproof mascara. I literally just use one wipe, and they just really suit my skin. They come in different things. These are for dry skin, which I don't particularly have, but they were on offer in Tesco. And honestly, it just takes every single scrap of makeup off. And it is so easy. If you're a busy person with work, if you're a busy mum, which, let's be honest, all mums are, then sometimes I think you do just need something quick and easy, and that is definitely something that has made my life easier. I'm not one for tons of makeup anyway. I cannot be bothered to stand there cleansing and toning every night. I just want to have my shower, clean my teeth, and use one of these. So that's what I do. And yeah, I'm sorry for the people that like have massive skincare routines. You're probably cringing, but yeah. If you need something nice and quick, that's another one. I've only got one food item actually, which is absolutely unbelievable. And I realised that I'm actually kind of on the cusp of starting Slim and Well properly. But I thought I would just mention this. Now, these are called gourmet marshmallows, and they are from a lady called Belinda Clarke. And this is the second year that my parents have picked these up, and I think they picked them up at a craft fair. I can't be 100% sure about that this year, but I know that the year before last, they definitely picked them up at one of the craft fairs. This is a natural raspberry marshmallow, and it literally just has sugar syrup, water, raspberry gelatine and cornstarch, and totally fat-free. So actually maybe not so bad on Slimming World, but really, really tasty. Like, they taste like proper raspberries, not just kind of your synthetic sweet marshmallow, which, let's be honest, is also quite yummy. But these are so tasty. So if you ever come across these, definitely pick up a pack and try them, because they are really, really yummy, just for something a bit different. And then I will just go on to the last three things are actually home related bits. So I will just go on to those. And first of all, thank you, Mrs. Hinge, are these oven rail protectors. Now, I've taken these out of the packet. What I'm going to just quickly do now, before I talk anymore, is just insert a quick clip or like a quick photo just to show you what they look like in the package. So I'll just pop that in here. Basically, these were a double pack. They were around about £4, £4.20, something like that. And I'm going to get another double pack actually, but I saw these on Mrs. Hinch's Instagram, and she basically read my mind, because she popped them on the day that I had seriously burnt the inside of my wrist on our oven shelf. Every time I reach in to get something, especially when I'm doing Yorkshire puddings on a Sunday, I would say 9 times out of 10, I manage to catch my wrist, like, you know, the really delicate part on the boiling hot oven, and it takes weeks for it to disappear properly. And she was saying that these are so good, such a simple invention. It's kind of like rubber material, and you just pull it out and you fix it on the oven rail. So we've actually got 3 racks most of the time in our oven, but we could get 4. So that's why I'm thinking I'm going to get another double pack. And like I say, you can pick these up on eBay. I'm not sure these were the exact ones. I just looked on eBay and these seemed like a fairly decent price, and they had a good review. There's all sorts on there, and they're all roughly the same price. You can get different colours like red or grey, but we just got these to blend in. And ever since I've been using these, so what was that, probably just over a week, no burns, and I've actually found myself brush the oven rack. But yeah, these have saved my skin literally, and they are absolutely brilliant. I really do recommend these, and yes, again, thank you Mrs. Hinch for yet another great recommendation. Love that lady. The next home one is this sieve, and this is Perfect Finish stainless steel sieve. And it's absolutely brilliant. We've got stainless steel, and it doesn't matter what I try and shine it up with, it never really looks that great. So I got this the other day. It wasn't very expensive, around about £1.50 maybe. And yeah, I've had a little go of it yesterday and gave it a good spray on my sink, left it for a few minutes, went back to it and shone it all up. And my goodness, does it make a difference. Like, the sink, the taps and the plug were so shiny, it looked brand spanking new. So yeah, I would recommend a bottle of this if you do have a stainless steel sink. Last but not least, this is going to be tricky to show. I'm not ever sure how you say this. Belinda 1-2 Spray Mop. So now I've just shown you that, I'll just pop it down. And this is brilliant. This is my absolute favourite house purchase ever, I think. I saw it on a YouTuber's channel a long time ago, and I thought I have to get one. We had all new floor laid when we had our extension done. It's wooden floor, and obviously we need to keep it clean, but it shouldn't get too wet. I just felt like the steam mop that we had wasn't really cleaning properly. It made all the right noises, but I just didn't feel like it was particularly clean. So I saw this, and what you basically do is fill it up with a floor cleaner of your choice. There's a little maximum line there, and the floor cleaner that I do is I make up a Zoflora mix, a cap full of Zoflora diluted down into warm water, fill it up to the max line, and you basically just use this and you spray, and then you mop like that, and you can spray as much or as little as you want. And my goodness, does it pick up some muck. Even when you look around and you think, oh my goodness, my floor really isn't that bad, you give this a go. And these are removable pads on the bottom here. You can pop them through the washing machine, so it actually does serve you well if you buy a couple of replacement pads as well. But when you look and see what it's picked up, it's absolutely unbelievable. These were on offer this week on Amazon for £20 or £20.99. We paid a little bit more than that because I think we've probably had it a good 6 months or so. But honestly, it's brilliant. We were just getting fed up with our steam mop. And then we went to a mop and bucket, which was a disaster because I dropped the bucket and the water went absolutely everywhere and did exactly what we didn't want, which was to soak our wooden floor. So when I saw this, I just thought, no, this has to be it. And it is still working really well. I've got no complaints whatsoever. So yeah, you just spray and mop as much or as little as you want. And it is brilliant. And because it is so easy, I am mopping every day, every other day now, because it's just made life very, very much easier. And that is everything. I really hope that was helpful. I'm sorry about the randomness of things. We've got like household, a little bit of beauty, and some leftover Christmas, and only one bit of food. Normally, like if I think about monthly favourites, it's very much centred around food and drink, funnily enough, because that is like a massive love of mine. But that is what I've chosen for this month. I hope you enjoyed it. It's just a little light-hearted video. I just enjoy watching monthly favourite videos of people's. A real mishmash of things, but I hope you enjoyed it. I am slowly getting back into slimming world. We were starting it again, like my husband's going to do it as well this time, and we were going to start it properly this week after Christmas. And I just said to him the other day, this is just so silly, because unless we're going to chuck out all the excess Christmas food, you know, like the biscuits, the chocolate, the Pringles, the baked camembert that hasn't been baked yet because it's sat in the fridge, all those things, unless we're just going to throw them out and forget all about them, it's just a real half-hearted effort. So what we've decided is this is the week just to use bits and pieces up. Having said that, we are still actually trying to be a bit better, and then once all that food's out the way, we will get back on it properly together. We are lucky enough to be thinking possibly about a holiday later in the year, and as it stands at the moment, I could think of absolutely nothing worse than putting a swimsuit on. So it does need to be done. I will keep you updated on that. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That would be amazing. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel if you're not already, that would be great. I'm also over on Instagram with the name Mumma_Hedgehog2. I realise that that's a bit confusing because I'm not Mumma Hedgehog on Instagram, and I have had a couple of people, I think, trying to add me as Mumma Hedgehog. It's actually Mumma_Hedgehog2 on Instagram. I'm not that active on Instagram at the moment. It's something that I'm going to try and step up, and just kind of getting used to like what people actually want to see. With a YouTube video, you can think through what you want to do, but with Instagram, it's just kind of you add to your story, and it's just kind of little snippets of your day. So I'm never sure how much to kind of share on there, but it's something that I'm gonna have a play around with anyway this year. Also on the lovely Channel Mum with the name Mumma Hedgehog. I hope you all have an amazing week. What are we today? Wednesday, already halfway through the week. I hope you all have a lovely time, whatever you're up to, and I will see you very soon. Bye.